I'm Anthony Gusson. I'm Director of Business Development for a company called Nytric Limited here in Ontario. We're based at Mississauga, out by the airport, and we're here today demonstrating a new and revolutionary interactive touchscreen technology from a sister company of ours by the name of Banto. This technology is the world's first completely scalable, multi-touch, fully interactive video wall technology. Scalable from approximately 10 inches up to a size of 16 feet by 12 feet. So this screen is unique in many different ways. It has the ability to create a fully interactive and immersive experience using purely touch. And unlike other touchscreens, there is no overlay technology involved. So this is not a resistive or capacitive screen. And that means that you can touch it with your bare fingers or with any object, such as a brush, your finger, a pen, a key, a credit card, and you can fully interact with the screen. As you can see from the 5 circles, it's fully multi-touch. It's recognizing all 5 of my fingers touching the screen at the same time. Because of the format of the screen, we're actually able to interact on both sides of the screen at the same time. So we could have up to 2 presenters working on the screen at the same time. One presenting on this side of the screen, as I am doing, and one presenting on the other side of the screen. Another unique aspect of the screen is its ability to interact with just about any kind of touch object. So if I change the screen over to a different type of background, we now have an interactive graffiti wall, and I'm using here a regular sponge paintbrush, the kind of thing that you would use to paint your doors or your walls at home. And I can select a color. I hope I can select it. There we go. And as you can see, I'm now able to spread color across the wall. Using a smaller paintbrush, I can get a smaller line. There's nothing special about these objects, they're just regular store-bought objects. And if you pass me a brush, this is a regular store-bought brush. I can paint with a regular, ordinary, everyday paintbrush. This type of technology has never existed before. This capability has never been possible until this technology was invented by Nytric. So if we go back to the presentation screen, if you can now imagine that I'm in a broadcast studio. In a broadcast environment, I would be able to bring up my active menu, and from the active menu I can choose a bunch of information that I may have, bring down this information. So now I can bring down a video, I can play a video. While that video is playing, I can explain what's happening in the video. I can bring down some other video information and present a second layer of video information. So now if you imagine an environment such as the catwalk, the red carpet, along comes Angelina Jolie, we can bring down a video of Angelina Jolie, we can pull down an image and we can say, this is what happened the last time she was here, here's some video from her latest film. So we can really start to interact now with the audience and interact with the screen, pulling down various information. If we go over to the other side, we can open up a different range of information. And here we have the same capability. So whilst I'm showing some information over there, I can now bring down a completely different set of movies on this side and talk about the technology behind the materials that I'm showing on the opposite side of the screen. So a very, very different kind of interface, a very human interface that allows you to do things in a very human way without having to have particular keystrokes or mouse strokes or having to learn a special interface in order to be able to access the information that you have. So as they always say on television, you know, I'm about to bake a pie, but here's one that I baked earlier. So this is an example of live graffiti art that we've been producing here to demonstrate the screen's capability for Discovery 2012. And I'm able to integrate new colors into the art live using a regular paintbrush. And I'm not much of a graffiti artist, so. Now, unlike the regular graffiti artists, we're actually able to clean our work. So we get the sponge. So simply by grabbing the sponge, you can clean the wall and give yourself a nice new canvas on which to start. And there's no paint and there's no color. It's all done electronically on the screen.